right, and both starting up here. Heading into Cap Kingdom. You love to see it. You love to see a nice close Mario race. I'm expecting one here. Last one was a little bit of a blowout, but I think this one's going to be a lot closer. Both these players have quite a bit to play for here. Obviously, already qualifying for the playoffs. Fighting for better slots, and they're right next to each other, 5th and 6th place, so could be a pretty big deal here. Literally tied up, 508 to 508.
Matters who goes in front and who plays which players. I actually don't know what the seeding looks like. You can assume that the player that wins is obviously going to get. If not, that would be a bit weird, because then they would both try to lose, and I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, no, neither player should be trying to lose here. Let's look here at the playoffs brackets. I mean, you can slice it any way you want to, right? I mean, honestly, if you're spending your time mind gaming where you're going to end up in the playoffs bracket, you're probably going to end up shooting yourself in the foot at the end of the day. I would advise against it. Certainly could be a strategy, but you're in 6th place, which would, if you end up losing this match, you're probably going to end up in 6th place. You're going to have to go up against Dansta. Whereas if you win it, you'll end up going against Eek, which, I mean, like, arguably, like, is either of those matches really that much easier? You could argue that losing would potentially be somehow better because he would have a better chance of making it to the finals, but I don't know.
How about messing up left side? Not a good start for him. So LightRon's going to take an early lead. He's already beaten top. I think something went wrong with him in the frog room because he wasted like a second off to catch it, but I think this. You can see a big disparity. We're over 218. Didn't see what Jambo left the wire with. A low 2 team. 233, rough. 15-second gap already out of cap, not what you want to see. Both just getting the first moon here, and we'll see if they both go to DSS. I don't see either of them going for it, but I don't know, I guess you never know. And I don't see LightRon. Given I spoke to Jambo before, I doubt he's going to go for it. Given what he was saying. LightRon.
Yeah, LightRon actually ahead here heading into Cascade. Not exactly a shocker, but usually you won't see a gap this big early on. It's certainly not from the underdog in the race.
Yeah, Jambo missed left side pretty badly. Yeah, both players not going to DSS. Might be a bit troublesome for Jambo though, because without DSS he might miss the DSTA cycle. He might have to do manual DSTA. Oh, that does not make it for that one. There's a spot on Dino Skip where Mario can like bonk, like where it looks like he's basically going into the arena, and then he just doesn't make it. Yeah, LightRon holding his early lead, probably out of Cascade unless something goes royally wrong. I don't know what that could be. Maybe he goes for chest up, but I don't even know if he's going to go for chest.
Yeah, LightRon generally doesn't go for chest clip, so I'd be shocked to see it happen here. Yeah, just going for top of the cliff here.
Yeah, it's tough when you're playing someone against Jambo, which we kind of know that Jambo's times can vary quite a lot from low 50s, 58s to like low 100s. So it's hard to like judge what strats you need to go for. But Jambo messing up chess club looks like, yeah, it's a rough start for him. 549. That is not what you want to see at all. LightRon with a solid start. 5 for very good race setting without DSS. Already a 16-second gap. May not be too easy to come back from in the near future, so Jambo just has to hope that LightRon messes up, and LightRon has to hope he doesn't mess up. Yeah, it's the type of gap where if LightRon plays it safe and then Jambo like got everything that's risky, Jambo would probably it would take a couple of games to make it back. So it's kind of LightRon's role just to hold this lead, try to less up in general. Safe.
Definitely not a comfortable lead by any stretch of the imagination, but LightRon gonna be feeling good about this one headed into Sand Kingdom. What do you think? Do you think we're gonna see any quicksand routes here for either player? Think we're gonna see some platform clips?
I don't watch a lot of LightRon, so I'm not too sure. Jambo did do it his last race, the one I watched. He didn't talk about it before, but I don't think he will. I don't see him going for it. Yeah, you see him doing the early time losses. And LightRon's probably got like a 20-second lead. I don't know how much reverse town's gonna affect that, but I don't think. I think bounces out, assuming.
That's not too much of time save if you get a solid reverse town. I think it's just a few seconds, maximum.
Yeah, it's like 3 to 4. It's not a lot. It's a pretty difficult route as well, especially the part Jambo's doing now, which is the triple throw. It's tricky. Some attempts where, like that one, you can make it look really easy, but there's some where you just get it really short and fuck at all. It's a really weird strat because it's one that just looks a lot easier than it really is. If you know how to do it looks the way the platform is, you have to hit the bird. I'm going for Dram. Ooh, that looks fine. That should work. I saw a little like sand in it. I didn't know if that... Oh, he's not gonna be able to get a single bill. That's rough. And wait for one to spawn. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. That's a pretty cool, difficult dram to do because you have to time the bull has to spawn at the exact time. It's pretty difficult to do, but you can get it there. Hopefully he's gonna get a single bell here. This looks fine. Yeah, yeah, that looks fine. Just bad. Oh no. Wow. The gap's actually a lot closer than it was from what I can say. Or from what I can see. I'll try to keep track of all the times, but I think Jambo's made up a tiny bit of ground just from more clean movement by having to do the manual. I think he's only 11 behind that.
Yeah, definitely catching up. I mean, little by little. That's the scary part about going up against somebody like Jambo is that you can never be really truly comfortable unless you're like sitting with like a 5-minute lead into like Moon. Maybe you can be comfortable, but anything short of that, I mean, it's just gonna claw his way back in.
Yeah, it's tricky because LightRon has played pretty solidly so far. He had the single bill mistake, but other than that, it's quite a large mistake. But it just all these really happen. And given Jambo had to do annual DSDA, it's kind of surprising how much he caught up, but that just shows how much like little things, little mistakes in this game they actually lose compared to this gameplay. Which, I mean, Jambo kind of portrayed that there, aside from having to go in the menu, which wasn't really the Sans fault.
The lake. First one into lake is going to be LightRon. What do you think? Do you think Jambo can make up possibly that much time? I think LightRon's going to get the lake clip first try. I think both these players are pretty solid at that trick at this point.
I think that's a consistent thing where if the first player gets a really good late clip, it's a common for the second player to get a really bad late clip. So, I mean, let's watch out for that firstly, but we'll see how LightRon does it. LightRon's a player who I actually don't watch a ton of, so I don't know entirely of all the strats he does, but that is incredibly clean. Wow.
Yeah, LightRon's kind of a god gamer. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, anyone with a 5904.
Yeah.
God gamer.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a, self-described LightRon fanboy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, both players actually getting like quite well. Jambo getting it second try, but he did do one cap first. Actually didn't lose. Is the only downside of like obviously very safe, but you can't really blame him when he's got a lead and he just wants to hold on to it. You have to like hope that Jambo makes mistakes, much as he saves time with the strats. So obviously see who comes out on top by the end. But so far, LightRon's actually been playing quite well. So how it fares into Wooded. See. $13.09. It's actually very solid for no DSS race. He's only had the single ball mistake so far, so he's actually playing really solidly. It's making it very difficult for Jambo to be able to catch up here. Completely punishing him for his early mistakes, which is what you've got to do. So, a 15-second lead again, so LightRon upgrading his lead by around a second, which makes sense. Right, both players going into Wooded. Now, just going towards the shop. The main thing we're going to have to work out is mainly the start, which is not clip. Which I kind of expect both players to get it. Yeah, again, you never know. I probably did just curse it, so sorry, runners. In post. They can both get it, but if they do mess it up, it's around the 20-second time loss, so really want to get it here, because if LightRon missed it, for example, then Jambo would take a slight lead, so both of them need to get it for both of their reasons. Main reason being just, fast. So here's here. That looks fine. Gonna stayed. Yep. He gets out of bounds movement. And yeah, that's good. We'll see Jambo's here. That also looks fine. That was very sketchy. That was a fast knuckle attack. But it did work. Looked like he backflipped like right and hit the side of the move. I was about to comp on strat there. He skipped the wall jump. That's actually pretty difficult to do. Says Jambo nails it as well. If he's gonna show the right way, there you go. Jambo's actually closed the gap a lot with his fast knuckle setup, yeah. Like under 10 seconds now, it's ridiculous. I didn't even notice that. Not too sure where LightRon went wrong actually. I think it's just slower movement leading up.
And here in the red maze, Jambo is definitely coming up in the rearview mirror, so to speak. I mean, literally you're passing right by him.
Hear his car revving from behind him, so he to speed up. Again, it's just all these strats that Jambo's doing just to save that little bit of time, saving around a second and a bit with the triple jump on top. I actually don't know if there's a name for that strat, but we'll just call it triple jump.
No! Jambo's dead!
Get the checkpoint.
That is the question on everyone's mind right now. Yeah, okay.
He did. Thank you. Oh.
It's
not the worst stuff in the game, but it is very rough because he was closing in.
Yeah.
So they set back all of that time.
Yeah, that's what LightRon needs, though. I mean, if LightRon continues to play just like the consistent, just bang out every strat, like not make any major mistakes, like Jambo's gonna have a really hard time recovering at this point. I mean, he can scratch his way back into it, but you know, we saw like over the last like 2 kingdoms, Jambo trying to come back from that early deficit, and now it's just kind of been set back all the way again. I mean, I'd say the lead is even larger now than it was before. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, but thank goodness he got the checkpoint. It's actually not the worst death in the world. I thought of a thing a while ago for like after, if you wanted to be really like safe with the move, because that movement after you get that nut moon is actually difficult. Like you have to go for like a strat where you roll on the slope, and it's actually quite risky. I thought of an idea where you could just pull off the edge on purpose and just play quickly so you can just the checkpoint. I actually don't think it's a lot slower. It's funny. It's because that death actually isn't too bad because you still take time to get around. The death kind of just sends you back to your checkpoint. Yeah, thank goodness you grabbed the checkpoint. Not just because it's fast, but I would have been shouting at him. So, him. We will keep going. "22-second lead, I think." Yeah. Maths. And mine 20. I'm. Anyways, Honnor's going into the second best king game. Loud. Well, that was LightRon with the casual playthrough strats. The first cloud was able to make it over though, so it's fine as long as he's not dying. That's his principle here. Is if he can make these little mistakes, but if he doesn't make something probably wrong mistake, obviously that is going to send him back. Already right behind Jambo, so. That's all he really needs to do, he just needs to keep playing. Both players getting the him top, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, LightRon has 100 coins, so. Effectively win it. LightRon and Jambo out entering Lost. Nothing happening in Cloud. Massive surprise. Despised. And oh, LightRon with the
Oh
oh
no!
no!
That is literally the worst thing that LightRon could have done in that situation. I mean, taking a death. This is all
Look at
tied
his
up now.
face. He looks absolutely devastated. It's so close now, and he's
Oh
behind.
no! Meme tree.
Oh my goodness. He tried to back it up with the strat that you do at like 110 level, but he was just too far. Obviously, he hasn't done it in a while, unsurprisingly. He was just too far forward. He missed the triple jump.
LightRon fans in shambles right now. Zenry coming in with the let's go LightRon. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to blame Zenry for that one, but I mean, I don't know. Chat's always blaming me for the curses. Time we start blaming the chat for the curses, I think.
Now, LightRon just has to hope Jambo doesn't pull away, but...
I mean, he's definitely made mistakes in this race already. Maybe he's warmed up now and won't make those mistakes anymore, but I don't know. Jambo in the last race said he hasn't been playing a whole lot, so I could definitely see Jambo making some more errors here.
As Jambo's lawyer, I don't think for legal reasons I'm allowed to say. Clearly not, because he missed reverse trapezoidal. He is still ahead. He's just keeping it close. He loves the entertainment. And we have to support that. Official TV / Cool Cat Gang. Yeah, literally 2 seconds between them. Oh, nice. LightRon skipping the capra there. Felt really nice. And yeah, 2 seconds apart. Wow. That turned out, I mean, it's something you could see coming, but did not happen. I expected it to. Just a simple death on meme tree. I don't see a lot of them anymore, but it can happen. Meme tree for a reason. Bring. Yeah, and it's just the 3 kingdoms, not including Cloud, in a row. So many things can happen. What did Lost Metro? Like the biggest kingdoms in terms of mistakes that can happen. So, pretty scary to see them back to back. Yet again, I feel like you can say that about a lot of kingdoms. Everything can go wrong. There's very few kingdoms where you say, nothing.
I mean, Seaside.
I would have said Seaside, but now we have Wilford. So I'm not saying.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my old splits I used to actually a break time. Because that's how much little I can. However, that sounds like a person who would say Ruined is an auto-scroller, which I don't think I agree with. Anyways, Metro, both players playing pretty well so far, so lucky we haven't had anything interrupt us. That was scary. Scary jump. It didn't look like he touched the ground for that long. There is something that can happen where if Mario is only taking the ground for 1 frame, he won't get his cap bounce back. It takes 2 frames for Mario to hit the ground and get his cap bounce back, so for a second I thought he was going to land on it. Use the long jump, and luckily that is quite rare, so the player's alive in the mech fight. Plus RNG. Hopefully they can both get J pattern. Be good. What pattern Jambo gets, I actually don't know pattern well. Running from the bottom left and goes up. I don't know what that is. I think Jambo might have got Mushroom there. Which is, I always say this is my favourite pattern, but I actually don't know how to spot lots of patterns, so... But I know it starts from the left, goes up, and it's easy like that one looked. So I'm gonna say it is, and no one can tell me otherwise. Let's nice. Yeah, both players getting a pretty solid fight. LightRon's pattern didn't look as good, but both appropriately. And heading into day metro with pretty decent times. I mean, they've both had their mistakes. I guess LightRon's had death. Jambo's had some bonks, some misplays, but both of them have been playing all right so far this race. They haven't been playing too bad. Still a lot of time left for them to make up ground, lose it, all of that. We shall see. That's kind of funny actually. In LightRon's webcam, you can see him turning the controller. Funny. Everyone can turn their controller upside down. I like never do that. Just turn it to the side a little bit. Yeah. Jambo with a small bonk going onto the umbrella. That's annoying. Just because the backup you have to do is pretty annoying. LightRon's gonna save a little bit of random time just because the pack there. He didn't make any mistakes before. All of those things like DSCA. You can't really control the time loss in that game. In that little bit. That's what you made before. But yeah, all tied up here. LightRon with like a couple million lead. And oh no, they're tied again. And now Jambo's in the lead.
This is what the daily business call a good race, I think.
And there's been lead changes, there's been a F, and it's all tied up. I mean, I don't know if it gets a lot better than that. I guess that's all we expect. I find that I always commentate like really good races, even though I've like commentated barely.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Spezzy effect, I think.
It's the Spezzy effect. So if I just start commentating every race, will like every race get good?
Yeah, and you know, the whole channel will pop off. The league will become, you know, bigger than professional football. I mean, I think the possibilities are limitless.
ASA BTT wasn't happening. Have like, you know, 1 million viewers, but sadly they're all watching ASA BTT, which I think is so wrong. Although I did tune in for a few seconds to the dive segment. But other than that, I haven't really watched a lot. If I'm being honest, I'm not the most interested in it, because I've never played it in my life. But it looked alright. I liked how the video looked. Don't really know a lot about the category. LightRon, once again, taking the lead. Really should focus more on the race.
Absolutely not.
Alright, let's just talk about other things. Make some tier lists, right?
Yeah, the Kingdom tier lists have been kind of a hotly contested topic recently.
I remember going to tierlistmaker.com and searching up SMO, and it came up with a thing of favorite SMO players.
Oh wow!
And I was like, what? And it's just all of the top runners from like 2019. It's like, who the heck made this? It's like, oh yes, this is my favorite. Like when people make like top 10 YouTube lists. About. I'm going for reverse people. But great. And getting it, but so we got a hard bit here. He has to roll cancel either around or over it. Does. And that is going to still behind. Wasn't in the script. Fine. Yeah, just slightly under a second difference, I think. Pretty insane if I.
Both racers not following the script. I'm looking at the script right now, and it says both players will be exactly synced out of Metro Kingdom, and we have a second off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry the race isn't entertaining. I'm trying my best over here.
Only one. In an hour-long speedrun, they're 1 second apart. They could just be closer, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's that difficult. So we love to see the stat sheet and updating the times. We love to see it. remember it was funny. So I'm gonna tell the story whilst they're going into stuff. So, it was like a period of time where there wasn't a lot of races. So after Jambo raced Buster, he was doing his stream where he got 57, and the stat sheet was tracking every single run the entire time. So given that his split stopped for a long time at 57, you could just go on the stat sheet and see that he got 57. It's quite funny. He was racing, well, no one. But now we're in the snow area, so no, we'll return to your regular. And another lead change. What did I say? The interesting part. And LightRon looking a little bit spaghetti, despite not being silly. So
Yeah, I mean,
how that works.
LightRon might have to move soon or something because he's definitely collecting a lot of those cardboard boxes. They are pretty expensive. I can understand, wanting to pick up a few, while you're there.
Really does not care about the Amazon boxes. Just realized the snow formed Pac-Man. I'm the only one who sees that. Snow block looks like Pac-Man. New conspiracy theory. Mario and Pac-Man collab. Oh, that's a nice camera turn. I didn't even know. Yeah, Jambo turned the camera around so he could dive towards the thing. I'm doing the opposite, making him Mario turn all the way around, which is probably what most people. I'm not gonna blame him. Nice minute there. Oh, that is nice. He landed right on the moon. Still a little bit of a gap. Don't know what happened with my words there. Don't know, I combined little with something. I can't. Oh my goodness, the Goomba almost jumped off the edge. But it didn't, because we don't support that. And Jambo's Goombas are alive, and that is all you need to know. Oh my goodness, the RNG god's blessing him. He had to wait for like 10 years to fall down. Luck is clearly on LightRon's side after not blessing him with the mech wiggle pad. It's not that it went badly, it just couldn't pass pad. Give him. I'm trying to get his forgiveness. Some enthusiastic fans in the crowd. Happy audience here. Going into Snowdram.
That's one way to explain that exclamation in chat. Definitely enthusiastic.
Yeah, I'm not pointing names, but I did see some people throwing things on the field. Oh no, Jambo! What has happened?
That is a huge deal.
And LightRon hits it, and LightRon's back in the lead.
Can we get a couple more lead changes? I'm feeling like we're a little bit low on the lead changes right now. Could use a couple more.
Jambo asked me before this race if you should go for cells. That was Snowdram or not, and I said no, and he messed it up anyway, so I had to know that my decision didn't really affect anything. Yeah, I see a fan. It's for a hot dog on the field. That's a bit, I have to kick him out of the stadium.
And Joe just going for his weekly CCG timeout.
Wearing both team shirts. That's I don't see that a lot. I guess he's like big supporter. I don't know. I'm really trying. LightRon with a small mess up, going for the right there. shed and I didn't. I'm not living up to my command, I apologize. I'll just make like a note sheet that just gives names to everything. Why does it keep getting... The gap gets big, and then the gap gets close? I don't know, but yeah, LightRon made another mistake of bonking. But how it is within a second. We're going towards, dips. Hopefully both get it? What's jump? Jump! Come on! Like this. LightRon's barely saving time because he has to grab the moon. Is Jambo gonna get the moon before him? That'd be hilarious. I think he might. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, Jambo feigning it quickly. Where? Oh, wait. Camera was weird. I thought LightRon was just going into no man's land. Once again, another thing Jambo talked about. Not missing before the race, he's missed, so I don't know if I believe any word that he's gonna say. Yeah, ever again. It's alright. Still kinda close. It's okay, chap. Yeah, LightRon with a small lead into which at the rate of this race means that Jambo is going to be ahead out of Seaside. And then he's going to be behind out of the matching. And what did I tell you? How? How does this happen? I don't understand. It's such a rare mistake as well. Oh, that's so unfortunate for him, and yep, I called it. I was... Commentator's truth, we call that.
Commentator's truth? Wait, what?
Commentator's truth. It's where they're trying to not jinx something, but then end up jinxing it.
Oh, I see.
Good. Like a documentary about this. Jambo in the lead going into luncheon. Now, will he live up to me and be behind out of mashing? Is he stream sniping? Do it on purpose for comedy effect. And no, he is not, so obviously very disappointing. Okay. I'm a bit curious here. I don't know if LightRon's gonna go for Spiritless. I actually don't know if he... I think he does, but I don't know if he does in races, so... See? Well, okay, we're getting double Spiritless action. I haven't actually seen this in a race, I don't think, so far. I think I've only seen it where one player goes for Spiritless. I'm not mistaken. So we're actually not having a root desync, so that is pretty good for commentary reasons. It doesn't confuse us. Although I think a lot of us are used to these roots by now, so... Okay. Everyone falling down, that is rough, but that's a good backup. That's a really hard area to back up, just because all of the ledges in that area especially. Like, very strange. The slopes, so... to back it up there. getting insider's info that Ange is Jambo Sensei. So, I learned something today. Anyways, both of them going into forts. Like anytime I comment on something, the lead changes. So I'm just gonna like stop talking until we get to a part. Where it's like less scary and everyone can mess up. So I guess I'll see you in Ruined. Probably laugh. But yeah, we're gonna see him do the lava vaults here. There's predictions in chat, they're gonna do Soul Club. I can't believe it. Anyways, one of the scarier parts of Spiritless turnips. See if they get it. I think the grab at the start's actually one of the more hard parts in the opening triple jumps, which both of them get. Oh, that's a weird throw, but that is fine for both of them. Jambo missing the pots, that's unlucky. Well, I don't think it affects too much because I think the animation plays during the grab scene. Getting a lot closer. LightRon's camera, LightRon's camera getting real close and personal with the pot. But with the fork man. Daily basis. It's both going to Visiblock where the lead can change 75 quintillion times, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard portion for sure.
Very sketchy roll. I don't know what happened with that roll. Oh, I thought he went too far to the left there. That is terrifying. And both people getting it, that is rare. Yeah, LightRon's slightly messing up the vault at the end, but that is very difficult. Not too surprising, but someone. I'm about to go for the vault there. Getting the... I actually can't tell. I think he did. You're wrong. Oh no! Oh, that is so rare, and LightRon takes the lead. He just, he landed on the edge and his momentum, like, stopped and got stuck. I'm not too sure how that happened. I think he got stuck on the edge of the lava, which slowed him down. That's a weird hitbox. I'm not sure how that happened. No, it's okay. He can catch up in Ruined. Sorry, not Ruined. Not the Red Kingdom. I can't put my finger on the name. I don't remember in Ruined. Both good players going into the kingdom before Bowser's. Very, very exciting. As we all know. This is that no clue. It's like... I'm trying to work out this. Say if they got like a... This is like... I actually don't know what that rule is. The lunge next it wasn't check. Check the stat sheet. Well, I was trying to, but then I realized that the thing doesn't show up, so I actually don't know. I would assume this is like 59 is for both of them. I'll kind of know out of Ruin, but I don't know it. We can kind of expect, if we expect like a 405 bunnies, 25 mech, a 510, that's a 1240 DM. So if we add that to whatever it is, we can kind of assume the average pace for both the times. Yet again, one of them can die and one of them could pop off, so we don't really know. Hard to say. Yeah, like we're definitely. Well, from what I can tell, from what I can see.
Feels your mic's going a little bit insane. Perhaps it's not you, it's me.
It's just it's not the mic.
Oh, got you.
Unless I'm just really laggy, which I could be. That is definitely a possibility.
Yeah, you sounded a little bit Mr. Destructoid for a little bit, but I think you're back now, so wouldn't stress too much about it.
LightRon on PB pace? No, he is not.
PB pace to steal my heart.
He would need a 12:03 PM, which, to my knowledge, has never happened. Actually, I think if you combine ComSob, it might. Oh, it does not. ComSob is 318 and 358. What's that? That's a 17 and a... That's a 704, 705, so he would have to beat Community Sub Best by 4 seconds, which, given this start, doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So, sadly, no PB for LightRon. Very sad. He's barely ahead anymore. He's 0.8 ahead, I believe, from what I can tell. But yeah, an unfortunate bonk there. I just realized I'm watching the stream, I don't know why I'm doing that. Sorry. Like, delayed commentary. Yeah, I've got some delayed commentary.
Classic.
Classic Spazzy. I moved to the stream, then I just didn't come back when the Discord thing was. Oopsie. He bonked in the cutscene. Classic Spazzy. Oh no, he missed the shard. That is rough. Yeah, Jambo taking the lead quite substantially now. This race has been incredibly back and forth.
Yeah, it's been a really good one for sure.
Given the lead difference has been quite a lot on both ends, it's quite insane. LightRon having a Mario... I don't want to use a meltdown. Mario malfunction. Having a Mario malfunction. In shards. I'd like to see. Oh, LightRon. Bowser's is not being his friend. Really not liking the idea. Getting 58 in this run. Which, it didn't even have to, it's just adding, it's rubbing salt in the wound. It's fine. This is the point where we don't make jokes. Watch the rabbit fights, and we don't comment. I saw Bomber from LightRon. Top of fight from Jambo as well. I wasn't really... Didn't take damage, so if you don't take damage in topper, it's usually a good topper. Also didn't look like he lost anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try make myself the most neutral person on top of first and carry it first. Because in every run I do, I'm gonna alternate from doing carry it first and topper first in my runs. Because I don't think anyone in the entire community does that. So, not on me.
Sounds like too much
Yeah,
work.
I did topper first in a run, like, 2 days ago. The first time ever. And it kind of felt good, not gonna lie. So, I'm now gonna be doing both. So, no one can make jokes other than which one will he do if I'm ever on pace. Which I probably will never be again, because I am degrading at this video game. But it's fun. At least my voice is still intact, so I can do commentary.
Pog. Yeah, we need more SMO players to retire and join the commentary field. So I'm all for it.
We need more SMO players to actually realize that they can do commentary and not just like not do it just because they don't want to. Spelly.
Commentator self-bullying in the booth. I'll allow it.
That's the last time I did commentary, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. Sounds about right.
I need to do more. It's just I've just never like looked at it, and then I just see your races going on, and I'm like, oh, I could have done that. Oh well. And that is how I will always be. I'm gonna fix myself and not looking at schedules and stuff, but not anytime soon. So like the last couple rounds are happening, I'm like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah, once the playoffs start coming up, commentators typically wake up. They become aware, you know. Oh, hey, look, the most banger matches of the year. Oh.
Attention? Someone might put the exclamation mark commentators in the chat, whilst lots of people are watching. That's how it works, obviously.
Unlimited clout.
I obviously do commentary for attention. I think that is obviously
Same.
obvious.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
You really organize the whole league just to like, just for attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just want people to listen to me.
How did that? LightRon?
Oh no.
That wasn't. That wasn't the most epic thing I've ever seen. Super Mario CCG run. He did a spin jump up to spin pound, but he took too long, so he landed back on the mech, and he's. This isn't. I think the dust has settled in the last dying moments. Race.
I think that LightRon is going to pull off the craziest moon you've ever seen in your life. Save about 7 minutes.
Maybe he's discovered a wrong wall.
Yeah, it's all set up.
Technically possible. I always thought this, if someone like accidentally wrong walked like the pillars room in a race and then finished the race, would it actually like count as a race?
I mean, it's 90%, right?
It's true. They're not running any percent glitchless.
Yeah, I feel like at some point there might be some crazy stuff happening.
It's difficult to say what's a glitch. Like, well, like let's just like Seaside Out of Bounds.
I mean, out of bounds is typically considered a glitch.
Is a glitch. It's like it's hard to say would that run even into Or would it be cool just to see like a casual playthrough? We don't know. Like, obviously, like, Mooncave Skip isn't a glitch. It's not abusing any mechanics. Like,
Yeah,
giving out
Mooncave Skip
special
definitely
items
wouldn't be a
is
glitch in my opinion. I mean, you're literally just wall jumping and jumping.
part of the game. I mean, it's abusing that Nintendo didn't design the walls that well, because they designed it so there were slivers where they're actually, like, facing each other.
Yeah, it's remarkable how they could have literally just made the walls like slanted slightly inward and you would be screwed. Like there'd be no way you'd be skipping Mooncave, but
I thought of this. What if this didn't work? So you were forced to learn one wall jump as a
oh, nice bonk there.
remember, you know, saying that maybe that wouldn't be a good thing, and maybe they should just let Mooncave fast. Which, I mean, if you had the world record in Mooncave in category sim, you only lose like 2 minutes, which isn't the worst thing. Sim Mario games is a suggestion. I think everything in a Mario game is a suggestion. I think that's just the phrase now, because like, or we could just figure out how to not take damage to anything. It's the phrase that walls are a suggestion in the game. It's just like, at this point, we could just say that for like almost everything. Wall design is a suggestion. Oh no, both runners missing a one wall jump. Very sad, very unpop. LightRon gonna be attempting again. He does get it. He is saving the time from one wall jump. It's a W.
All right, so Spezzy, the most important prediction of the evening. Who do you think's gonna win in the Jam battle? Is it gonna be Cat Jam? Are we gonna see the Piped supporters showing up today?
She didn't know that you had Pepe D. I didn't put it in my message on it, so that's one thing I've learned today.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that forgetting about Pepe D is definitely a fair thing to do. Probably one of the most underwhelming emojis on Twitch.tv.
It's just pixels. But we do have some supporters. I have seen supporters for Pepe D in the past. Jambo going for TDSS.
It's a little bit weird, champ.
He's still in the Bowser fight, so if he dies, he's still technically gonna be fine. Now it's at a point where if he died and then died again, also he's now gonna go. I'll just go for it. Assuming he's watching the stream, which I mean, I'd be surprised if he wasn't, because it is an advantage. Which you can just take. I mean, assuming it's not banned to look at the stream. If so, I'm getting banned from every tournament. That's what I do. Or I just may have just snitched on myself.
Your screen looking? No way. That is actually forbidden in some tournaments, typically only in like randomizers or like games that have a lot of variation like Minecraft.
If it was like Lockout Bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things like that in Bingo that, you know. But
Bingo in general, you just.
I gotta.
My one race in the Bingo League, I did not do that. So.
I gotta interrupt you because I'm not seeing any jams in the chat. I saw Cat Jam is going to win, and I literally do not see a single jam emoji.
You're gonna have to step in. Is that? Are we at that point, chat? Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right.
I was gonna say, chat, like you can't stoop that low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put in some cat jams in there, and I think Jambo's gonna get a 59-59 if I'm not mistaken.
Can he squeeze it out? Ooh.
It's a 58. Yep.
A 58. Oh, 58, 59, 58. Got ya. Indeed.
59, 58, yeah, very solid.
My brain immediately went to like a 58. Oh my god, hold on. We're missing it. We're missing it. Okay, perfect. We didn't miss it. Almost missed the second jam sequence. Would have had to retire from restreaming forever.
Okay, yeah, LightRon is out in the room. What we're gonna call it. I don't think he can get 1-0 here, which is very sad. Kinda hoping he messes up at the end just so he doesn't bob me.
Wow. Commentator coming out swinging in today.
It can be, it's a... I find it, like, sometimes annoying, because I feel like my PB is, like, good, and then it's just, like, a 101. And it's just, like, you watch a really good... Like, you watch, like, Tyrone, like, dive 4 times and still get... Just, like, it makes you feel so bad at the game.
Yeah.
I run with 101.03. Very, very solid.
Yeah, the failed cat jam pyramid in the chat room. A little bit rough.
The biggest price is from chat.
Yeah, but Jambo here taking the W. You know, a lot of people were hyping this up as the most important race of week 11. And Jambo taking the victory here. Going to be moving up to number 5. LightRon dropping down to number 6. And we'll see if LightRon can hold on there, as Buster Doggy is very, very close to even bopping LightRon down to number 7. Certainly not possible for him to get knocked out of the playoffs contention at this point, but gonna be interesting to see how the points develop here as the weekend moves on. I just realized that my name is spelled incorrectly in the layout. It's okay.
I feel like I noticed that really early in the race, but I think I misread it. I don't know if I assumed that you changed. I don't know. I think I noticed that you put L you sorry instead of
I'm here for it. It's all good.
Instead of just Saren, and I was like, oh, you changed his name, but I didn't notice that you actually spelled it wrong.
All good. I'm hoping we get some interviews here. Let's take a look at the waiting room. Looks like we got both players waiting to hop in here. That's massive. That's what you like to see. Hello.
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 Welcome. How are you feeling, Jambo?
I'm feeling okay. You know, I'm still like on my 57 hiatus, I guess. So, you know, coming back and getting a 59 in a race is really good, I think. I mean, for me anyway. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a perfect run in any sense at all. Like, it still had a few deaths, I think, but you know, I'm glad I managed to like kind of clutch out the 59 at the end.
Yeah, very good stuff. I mean, that 57 hiatus might have to end. I mean, the playoffs are coming up. Are you thinking about playing a little bit more, or are you just thinking about sticking to whatever you want to do?
I would love to. I really would, but like, there's a few other things, you know, in my life at the moment that are getting in the way. I mean, I've got exams end of this month, beginning of next month. And I think I'm starting to develop like tendonitis or something. So I think I'm gonna have to like take a little bit of a break. But yeah, I mean, I would want to come back, and I am gonna have to for the playoffs. So we'll see.
Yeah, I definitely think taking it easy is the right call in that case. LightRon coming in, putting up a hell of a fight, especially early on in that race. That was very back and forth. I don't know if you were watching along. How are you feeling throughout the race? Are you feeling confident at the beginning? You know, when did things really start to slip for you?
Yeah, I had the stream next to my gameplay, and yeah, I was nervous since early game. Like I was expected to be ahead in early game, so I was nervous about making mistakes. But it went well, even if I lost a lot of time in Lost and Seaside. I got really good Metro and Luncheon. and other kingdom as well. But yeah, I was on the sub-hour pace and I ended up with a 101, so it's kind of sad. Really, really bad BM. It is what it is. I had a lot of fun against Jambo. He's a mad lad.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun watching for sure.
That was a very back and forth race to watch, even though it ended with a min at the end, because you were both just switching positions for most of the race until Mac, sadly. Some things went wrong, but it's all good, and it was a good race to contact and watch. You both should feel pretty good about your runs.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. We are going to be signing off for today. That was the last race for this evening. We will be back tomorrow at, let's see here, what time is it tomorrow? 3 p.m. again, Eastern time. So don't go too far. You know, you can live your life. You can have your own, you know, little relaxing Sunday morning, but you got to be here for 3 p.m. It's going to be sick. Gemcat versus Tyrone. We got 1 p.m. or excuse me, that's my time. That's actually 1 a.m. my time. Yikes. That's going to be fun to do, but what is that? I think it's 7 p.m. on Monday. That's a weird time. It's a late one. We don't have very late matches, but 7 p.m. on Monday. Got Buster Doggy versus Stravos. So mark those on your calendar. We're going to go raid BDef, who is running a Mario 64 community tournament. Love if you go and check him out. Give him a follow, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.